What an absolutely historic day today. The first stage win for the Century CR7, Matthew Seridori and Loïc Mananda, putting in 6 minutes 12 seconds on Nasser Al Attiyah in stage 10. From the refuge to Bisha, we are joined by Julian Hardy, designer, chief man, the main man at the Century team. Julian, massive congratulations. What a day.
Thank you. Yeah, what a day. At least we can take that one off now. We got the stage win. Yeah, it's hard to describe the feeling. Actually, it takes a lot of hard work for many months, if not years, to do that. But yeah, the stars aligned today. Beautiful.
I remember when you started the project with the CR7 with the Audi engine. Also, first time an Audi engine has won a stage at Dakar without electric power. So that's quite significant. Audi should be knocking on the door and be very, very proud and happy. And at the time, you were very, it was a bit of a controversial thing where you wanted to carry on with a two-wheel drive, and you started this journey with the four-wheel drive car, and for two and a half or 3 years almost now, you've been knocking on the door of stage wins, and finally it happened, and well deserved.
Yeah, I think Mathieu did it for us in style today. You don't want to win by 3 seconds. You want to hammer it home like he did today. I mean, 2 minutes penalty. It's actually more than an 8-minute gap to Nasser. This is something significant. We couldn't wish for more actually, but Mathieu put it all out today, all on the line. He ran the whole stage without aircon because he had an electrical issue. And with the dunes, the fans run flat out, and the voltage was dropping from time to time, and he was scared to run out of battery power, so he switched off the aircon.
Yeah.
You must know these cars got the engine in the front. We have the radiator pushing hot air onto the windshield. The temperature inside the cabin will be anywhere between 40 and 45 degrees, and he sat in there for 3.5 hours, or close to 4 hours. It's actually more than 4 hours. So you can just imagine the performance he put out today.
Yeah,
Incredible.
Very close to 5 hours, 4 hours 48. Average speed of 87 odd k's an hour. But not only Matthew, but Loïc Marauder put in a brilliant, solid, very, very accurate bit of navigation today. A fantastic performance in the car.
Credits to Loïc. Last night, Mathieu wanted to kill him and bury him under the sand. So it was a right move not to. But yeah, I think it was some tense moments last night after Loïc got them properly lost. But in all due respect, some of you guys should get strapped in those cars and try to look at a tablet with all that amount of information at the speeds they're doing in close combat, in the dust, hitting trees, hitting rocks. It's actually crazy. So people don't understand how difficult the job is actually to be in the hot seat next to a driver, and especially at this kind of speed they're doing. The level of concentration, the margin for error is so narrow. You can see today again, the top guys got lost again. So yeah, it's a huge team effort. Everybody was on song today, basically, and all the cars suffered. We've been talking to other teams. All the cars are getting tired. It's been a tough Dakar win. Brian and Laia were saying that was probably the toughest Dakar stage they've ever done in a car in terms of roughness.
Yeah,
I think the driving and the suspension made a difference today on our car. I think we were so bad at the beginning of Morocco, we made a massive turnaround, and Mathieu credits the suspension for part of the win today, and even Brian said it was exceptional. He was, with all the issues he was having in the car on off power, he was keeping up with Loeb and Carlos Sainz, so that tells a lot. So we're very happy with that. Yeah.
The car's got the speed. How does one translate that? We see Mathieu is still his 5th overall. Brian he's had a bit of an up and down race so far.
Yeah, correct. Look, it's very very, very hard to do a faultless Dakar. I don't think even in the big teams, if you go and talk to people in the known, even if you're going to talk to Glenda, everybody's hanging by threads on some days, and it's very hard to keep everything going in the same direction. So you manage the car, you manage so the mechanics get tired. We've been through a couple of sleepless nights already, and I think it's the same everywhere. The rocks have destroyed those cars. You look at the car after 2 days, like, oh dear, we have to still go for another 10 days. You're a bit disheartened. You wonder if you're going to have enough spare parts to do the job. It's every day is a challenge. Yeah, Brian. I mean, his big frustration was those punctures that threw him off his game completely. And unfortunately, tomorrow again, he's stuck at the back of the field, passing side by side in trucks. So not good. We missed a cut today to be in the front bunch. So it'll be a bit of a painful day for him tomorrow. I hope there's opportunities to overtake. Otherwise, you will have to patiently wait for the day after tomorrow, to get going again. But yeah, it is that competitive nowadays, Colin. In the past, you could like wing it a bit and still be in the top 5 quite easy. Nowadays, it's 30 competitive cars, and just to be where Mathieu is, fifth doesn't sound like much, but it's actually massive to be there for us. You can see how close the times are. I mean, the time gap to the first car now, we would be on the podium, second or third at the moment, and we're only fifth, and even that will change tomorrow probably.
And I'm looking at the overalls, and if you take Matthew, he's 33 and a half minutes behind in fifth, and then eighth, you've got Seridori, Ekstrom, Saints, and Marias is 6 seconds behind him. It is close to hang on to that fifth position to the end. It is going to be an absolute mega achievement.
Yeah, so Mathieu, we discussed it earlier. He says, yeah, tomorrow there's no two ways about it. We will lose time, but he's already thinking about stage 12 to come back strong. So yeah, it's up and down race, but snake and ladders. We know that for the past few years, but it's super difficult to read. Well, now we didn't choose a strategy. It came like this. Yesterday we had problems with Mathieu, and just today I called it this morning. Saying, hey, we're going to watch Mathieu come through the field today, but I didn't expect what he did today. He passed like 20 vehicles, if not more. Passed some Toyotas like they were looking for parking. He passed some Fords like they were looking for parking. He told me that he passed Cristina Gutierrez. He was about 3 meters higher than a roof in the camel grass. So it gives you an idea of the pace he was carrying today.
Absolutely.
I mean, he passed Martin Crook. He said some cars, the speed differential was in a 40 to 60 k's difference, where he passed them. So, no, he did something exceptional, but I also asked him, why can't you drive like this every day of the rally? He just laughed. But I think he took a few chances today for sure, but somehow Mathieu keeps it clean. He's exceptional in that sense, that he brings the car back. Yes, a few scratches on the bodywork, but in comparison to everybody else, the car is still in very good nick. So it definitely helps us. But tonight the car's in pieces again, all taken apart. We're checking everything. It's a second race day tonight, I think, for most teams as well. So tomorrow, 800 kilometers of driving for the cruise. We're already discussing how we're going to do it because it doesn't look like we're going to sleep again tonight. So we have some big jobs on Brian's car. We had a boost pipe, not a boost pipe, intake pipe that came off, and the engine sucks sand, so the turbos are toast. We have to replace the turbos again. It's a big job, but yeah, I mean everybody's fighting its own battles at the moment. We're just gonna have to push through 3 more days, and we there.
And these are probably the 3 most important days of the whole race. It doesn't help coming this far, having done as well as you have, and then it falls apart. It's absolute, total focus and concentration, commitment going forward.
Yeah. No, we're trying hard, Colin. We're trying hard on everybody in the team. We know what is at stake, but yeah, easier said than done. But yeah, we'll keep pushing. That's what we're here for.
Julian, you must have a list of things that you want to improve on, a development list. What would you say the biggest thing that you want to change going forward on the car is? More and more the Dakar and the Morocco every year, the rocks are getting bigger and bigger. So
potentially we need to look at building a car with the same dynamics, but that can run higher off the ground. It's hard to do. Engine, the FIA promised us to drop the power, but it didn't happen before Dakar. Supposedly it will happen after Dakar, but engine response is always more you can do. We're looking at maybe homologating different turbos. It's quite a complex job as well. It takes a lot of time and energy. You have to run it for a long time to make sure it's as reliable as what we have it now. And obviously suspension, we're in a very good place, but you can always eke out a little bit more here and there. I've been studying data for the past week, and since we got here, there's some very interesting stuff. We see stuff on the data here that we cannot replicate in South Africa or Botswana or Namibia. We have to actually go to Morocco, Saudi Arabia to simulate that. But I think we've made a major breakthrough on suspension. That's for me. The thing I take back from this race, what I take with me back home, is how far we come with the suspension. That's very pleasing, very satisfying, because we were in crisis mode in October in Morocco.
Well, there's another victory for you. Last question, Julian. The JJ Sport car, Chinese car that's come up. It looks a lot like a Century.
Well, it's a compliment. They've copied our original CR6 there. They might have found it very good looking. So no, it's under the skin. There's nothing really related to our car. Different engine, different suspension, different gearbox. It's just probably inspired by the look of the CR6. It was a popular car in China in those days. But now they're putting in a great effort, I must say. In China, it's a different ball game. They don't control the power, and they were beating us because their engine is bigger. But now they put the cat amongst the pigeons themselves, and we're busy reestablishing the balance a little bit.
What engine are they running?
Make no mistake, it's a Ford 3.5 V6 as far as I know, turbo. But they're learning fast and they're improving fast. So in a few years' time, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Chinese drivers on the podium in Dakar. It's going to come.
Awesome. Well, Julian, you've got a podium to go to.
Right.
You've got to witness your car and driver on the top step. Once again, congratulations to the whole team. And please take our best energies and wishes for the whole Century team back with you, and all the very best for the last days of Dakar. Thank you very much, Julian, for joining us.
Thanks a million, Colin. Take care. Bye to everybody.